It's July 1st, and the strange side of history awaits. Today, we have a series of shark attacks that terrified a nation, an execution built on false testimony, and the birth of daily newspaper that changed how the world shared its stories. Let's begin. On July 1st, 1916, a young man stepped into the ocean off Beach Haven, New Jersey, expecting one last swim before dinner. His name was Charles Vincent. The beach was calm, the resort was full, and almost no one believed sharks were a real danger to swimmers. But then, the screaming started. Vincent was dragged from the water with terrible wounds to his legs. He soon died after, inside a nearby hotel. At first, people thought it was a freak accident. But 5 days later, another swimmer, Charles Bruden, was attacked off of Spring Lake. Rescuers rowed towards him as the water around him darkened, and he did not survive. Then on July 12th, the nightmare moved where no one expected. A shark appeared in Matawan Creek, miles from the open ocean. 11-year-old Lester Stilwell was pulled beneath the water, and when 24-year-old Stanley Fisher jumped in to recover him, he was attacked too, and later died from his injuries. The same day, teenager Joseph Dunn was bitten in the creek, but somehow survived. By then, the coast was gripped with panic. Hunters searched the water, and newspapers exploded with theories. Some even claimed sharks had followed the German U-boats across the Atlantic and developed a taste for human flesh. To this day, no one knows for certain what kind of shark was responsible, but after that, America never looked at the ocean the same way. On July 1st, 1681, a condemned archbishop was taken to Tyburn in London. His name was Oliver Plunkett. He was a Roman Catholic archbishop and one of the highest Catholic figures in Ireland, but England was gripped by fear, paranoia, and anti-Catholic panic. Plunkett was accused of a monstrous plot. Prosecutors claimed he had planned an Irish rebellion and intended to bring tens of thousands of French soldiers into the country. But the case against him was built on false accusations. He was denied enough time to bring witnesses from Ireland, and he was denied a fair chance to defend himself. When the sentence was read, Plunkett did not rage. He calmly answered, "Thanks be to God." Before his execution, he forgave the people who had accused him, a witness who had lied, and the authorities who had condemned him. Then, he was put to death. His body did not disappear into history. His death shocked many who believed he had been innocent. Over time, the condemned man became a martyr. In 1975, Pope Paul VI declared Oliver Plunkett as a saint, the first new Irish saint in more than 700 years. And today, his relics remain in Ireland and England. He lost the trial, but history gave him the final verdict. On July 1st, 1650, in the German city of Leipzig, a printer began something that quietly changed the world. His name was Timotheus Rich. Europe had just emerged from the horrors of the 30-Year War, a conflict that left cities shattered, families broken, and rumors moved faster than the truth. People were hungry for news, and until then, news often arrived slowly, carried in letters, pamphlets, and scattered printed sheets. By the time people read it, the danger had already moved on. But Leipzig was a crossroads of trade, travel, and information, and Rich saw what the world was becoming. On that day, he began publishing the Eikommenden Zeitung, often recognized as the world's first daily newspaper. It appeared 6 times a week, bringing reports across Europe in a speed ordinary people had never known before. For the first time, the news was not something that was whispered in taverns. It was printed and expected again, day after day. It may not sound eerie, but in 1650, it meant something unsettling. The world had learned to wake up every morning and ask what disasters happened overnight. Another day, another strange bite from history. Like, comment, and subscribe. Your next eerie dose is just a day away.